Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. I'm Amina. You can call me Mina if saying my full name is too difficult. If you're new here, please do subscribe, thumb up this video, and comment below. Let me know if this resonates with you. Share it with someone who you think it may resonate with. It helps to push the content out so that I can help more within the collective. And as always, these readings are timeless. When you find it, when you see it, is when you're supposed to. This is still a general reading, however, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is about prosperity, life purpose. That's the energy that we're centering in on here. Now, normally I post these on Prosperity Day, but some things got in the way, so I didn't want to leave you guys without your prosperity reading of the week. So here we are. Ta-da! We will, of course, be featuring my soul sisters Maruk money, career money oracle. And all the other cards that are used will be in the description. I do personal readings. That information is also in the description. Without further ado, let's get right into this. I feel like some of you will resonate with one section more than the other. Many of you might resonate with a bit of everything. Remember, only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We have protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. This is a divine protection coming in here. Some of you, there's something you've always wanted to do and you've been putting it off to work that standard 9 to 5, but in reality the standard 9 to 5 just doesn't suit you. It feels suffocating is what I'm picking up on, and you've been wanting to change. You've been wanting to make like maybe your own products. I feel like some of you have a product idea or an invention type idea, something new, something inventive, but you haven't really put a lot into it. You've been very concerned with doing it. And now with COVID, some of you, I feel like your job's allowing you to work from home and you end up having extra time to do more things, or some of you just can't go to work right now. This is the time to start really researching and digging deep, or maybe taking all of the work that you've already researched and get ready to implement it to become a new career path for you. You are divinely supported in this, but more than anything, you must believe in your ability to get it done. We have think about it. Okay, so you're being told to really consider it, really lay out a blueprint. Do not be attached to how the blueprint comes into fruition, but have the blueprint nonetheless, right? So what's the amount that you want to make? Where do you want to start? Like, narrow all those things down. Make a list and narrow it down to something that you can implement right now, and really take time to make sure that you have a broad outlook on the situation. You might need to change your outlook on how you've been thinking about going about this. So we have divinely protected. With switching the career path, you just need to really have a clear thought. Make sure that you talk to your guides, communicate, meditate on it, connect with your higher self, but make sure that you have a new outlook. I feel like some of you definitely need to change your outlook of how you view money. You have that concept of, well, okay, I have this great idea, this great invention I want to do, but coming out with that type of thing isn't for everybody, or being able to be an entrepreneur just isn't for anybody. But working a regular 9 to 5 is. Like, and who gave you this idea? That's a society-based idea to keep you working a standard 9 to 5. It's time to broaden yourself a bit. We have improved your relationship with money to help grow your wealth. That's for some of you. We have, you may have conflicting values that impose negatively on your value around money. The concept of like money don't grow on trees. You probably heard that from your parents. So therefore, when you do get money, you either cling on it too closely or you spend it very fast. You know how people can hit the lottery for like $1 million and then in a year, 2 years, it's all gone. It's because psychologically, they have this belief system about rich people, that rich people are, they're just all evil. They're all bad. And to have a lot of money means more problems, and to have more problems mean negativity. So because of that view, they spend and spend and spend and spend. And they can spend all the way into their back in the price bracket that they started from, or back rather in the financial bracket that they started from, and be working that regular 9 to 5 all over again that they just elevated out of, because that's more comfortable to them than to be in that higher bracket and have all that negative view around it. So you might have to change your view. Don't say things like money don't grow on trees and all that other stuff. Change your wording and your concept and ideals around finances. We have changed behavior and developed better money habits. So if you find that when you do spend money, you're spending it on things you don't need. For example, if you're trying to start a business, let's say for your business you need fabric. Maybe you want to do clothing, you need fabric, or you want to be an engineer and you need to be able to like put some money on the side to buy equipment to tinker around with. If you go out and then buy crap ton of video games or shopping spree for just whatever, maybe the COVID had you panic, and so you find yourself just buying an excessive amount of things that you don't need right here, right now. That same amount of money you could have been investing it in things you actually need for your business. So think about that. Really monitor your spending. You don't have to be, again, you don't want to restrict your mentality around it, but you want to be wise in how you spend it. And just remember, when you start to have doubts, really go within and understand that you're divinely protected. For others, I feel like it's just a career switch. It's not that you want to necessarily have your own business per se, but you might want to change the company that you work for. Perhaps the company that you work for is toxic, or you just don't believe in the company anymore, and that's okay. Maybe you have to move. I feel like some of you, the work that you want to do, it requires you to move, and as much as you kind of want to, you feel like you have obligations to where you were originally from. You're being told, look, if it's what you need to do, go within. You're divinely protected with your decision to change. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. I'm trying to I'm trying to talk and say what I'm picking up on while hearing spirit at the same time, and it's late. So hopefully that makes sense. The next one, we have travel. Your life purpose involves you traveling. Okay, automatically I'm picking up travel agents or people. You know what I'm really picking up on? And this is an actual career choice. I know you guys see it on Instagram and Facebook and you think it's fake or something, but yes, you can become a person that's paid to travel to locations to document the location. And that's what I'm picking up on. So when you see Instagram pages like I think it's called A Wonderful World or Wonderful Places. I used to actually know someone that did this. I think her name was Miss Tina on Instagram, but she used to get paid to travel to stay in different hotels, take pictures of the region, and then take pictures of the architecture. So that could be something that you might be into or you might have thought about, but you always said to yourself, oh, I don't think that's real. I can tell you right now, if you think the corona is going to get in the way of people wanting to travel, it's actually making people more anxious to travel. It's just that now they're going to want to know, how can I do it and be really, really safe? Because yes, there's the standard things, but let's be real. Many people don't think when they're traveling of doing the standard things. Like, I mean, come on, people have to be reminded to wash hands. Like, just wash hands, right? So you'll be shocked. You might be able to find safe, effortless ways to travel. And you can contact a travel agency and say, look, I'm already thinking of traveling. I can document your resort or this tourist attraction place, maybe document how you plan on making it safer for foreigners that want to come visit, or even people who live there that want to come visit. And you can build a social media platform around that, a YouTube or Instagram, something that involves documenting. I'm also just feeling like some of you want a career that's of a creative, and I view that as creative. I mean, you're traveling, it's inspirational, it's all that jazz. But I feel like some of you want to maybe do some type of dance or some type of labor. That's the vibration I get from this section, especially with the angel looking like it's in dance. And we have physical outlet. So the traveling may involve physical outlet. Perhaps, because we do have laborer down here, perhaps you are an architect or someone who wants to do that kind of work. Maybe you want to dig and uncover things. Let's see if there's any key sentences that may resonate with some of you. We have a new job of some kind coming your way, or going back to work. Some of you is going back to work and it's a physical outlet, but it'll involve you traveling. You may have to leave the city or state that you're from. We have a career in construction that fits a bit with that. Because you can do construction work and also be a person that does architecting, like you draw out blueprints of how to build and you know how to put, you get what I'm saying. It's still a creative work. We have maintenance or any kind of labor work could be for you. And we have your dependable and loyal nature will be rewarded soon. So keep it up. Yeah, so some of you've never stopped doing outside work, even with all of this going on. I mean, people still needed things to get fixed. And while some things were on complete hold, some things just couldn't be. Maybe you come and you repair buildings like hospitals or different things like that. You've been really putting in the hard work. You've been safe about it. But if you felt like you were being underappreciated, or maybe you were doing it all for nothing, there's some type of reward coming to you soon. But again, I'm picking up strongly on creative energy. Some type of creative job could be traveling for dance when, everything opens back up. Could be being an architect of some kind, but it's definitely something that involves movement, and labor. Okay, I'm gonna move these this way so that we can just make more room. Now we have nutrition. Definitely picking up on some of you vegans with this. Definitely. Okay, so we have you conduct healing work with your culinary skills. Yes, see, definitely picking up on some vegans. Some of you might want to do, vegan food can be very good. And that's hard for people to believe, but that's just because they're used to going to, like, say, a vegan restaurant and it's just basic. There's really no flavor or anything like that. You might be someone who's picked up on that. And so you're deciding to do a cookbook. Like, okay, I'll do a cookbook, or maybe I'll do like my own restaurant, something small at first, just so that people can get an idea of how to prepare this food in a better way. I'm picking up that, especially with her sitting there cooking. It's like, yeah, some of you want to do that. Some of you, it's not necessarily vegan nutrition, it's just healthy herbs. Some of you want to do herbal work. So it's not really that it involves food per se, but you might want to get involved in like prayer herbs and different things that'll just help the body holistically and help the spirit holistically. So you might want to be herbalists that deal in the spirit side of things, friendship. So this is something that friends may help you with. You may have a friend that's going to come in here and help you with this line of work. Maybe you want a friend to be a business partner with you, or you'll come across somebody and you share the same goals, the same ideas, and you say, hey, let's collaborate on this. Let's both work on this and figure it out. I also feel like just the support from friends is enough. So if this is something that for the most part you'll have to do yourself, you do have friends that are willing to cheer you on, give input. You might want them to be people to, taste what you make or test out the herbs. Or I'm hearing spells, so some of you want to do spell work. You want to, again, holistic work for the soul. That's another way to say it. So yeah, you may have friends that you're like, hey, I'll give you a sample of this and just give me your honest feedback on what it was like. I'm actually picking up people who want to do holistic skincare products. And you might think that's weird for nutrition, but to be honest, a lot of the things that we're supposed to put on our skin and we're supposed to put in our hair involves food. And also what we eat helps our skin and hair. So it would make sense that you're somebody that would want to just be very rounded in that, and that you want the support. You not only have support from your earthly friends, your soul family here, but you also have support with the divine. So that's good. And then we have persistence. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Success is just around the corner. Follow through with what you set out to do consistently until you reach your goal. Hard work is required to keep building on your finances. So I really feel like the persistence card is the invest in yourself card, and the just get out there and work on it. Just move forward type card. Now we have love and light. Once again, we're speaking to healers here. I mean, each of these groups could have healers, but I feel like these last two groups, I'm picking up on a lot of healers, on a lot of people that just want to do work that they feel improves the betterment of life. So we have your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to the world. Okay, and then we have send love. Send love out. I feel like this connects to all of you though. Everything you do, every one of you, when you decide what you want to do with life and it's something that makes you happy, you have to understand you're generating heart energy the moment you make that decision. When you're able to communicate your dreams through, you're activating your communication. So that's the throat chakra. And as you open yourself up, the people that you come across that will help you progress even further, they'll end up working for you or working with you. Maybe you'll work for them. As that progresses, you're constantly sending out love. And once you make your product and you put your product out there, if you put the vibration of love, positivity, strong energy on those products, not only will they be successful, but you're sending out love and light to the people who purchase, and those will be returning customers. I mean, if you think about it, people who do these oracle decks do the same thing. But I also feel like this send love, the reason it ties into emotions is because there's some emotional baggages that you also need to release in order to do this. And because you need to release it, and because you will, I have faith that you will, and this is saying you have the power to do it. You're going to learn very strong lessons that you'll be able to help and teach another. So some of you might be motivational speakers. You might become book writers. Something that your words and actions are seen or heard. You might do podcasts. I myself have a podcast. You might do something like that. Something that gets your encouraging stories out there, sending love and prosperity. It's going to involve a lot of emotions automatically. We have your emotions are affecting your finances. See, you have a lot of healing with your emotions to do. You're paying too much attention to your love life and ignoring your career. Earn money doing something that you love or a dream job that might be offered to you. So that fits in with what I'm saying here. There's some emotional things that you need to let go of. For some of you, it's being too attached to a love that's it's not, there's no give and receive. There's only give and take, meaning someone might be taking from you and you're giving, or someone's giving to you and you're just taking. And you're so busy focusing on that and the stress that can come with that is actually affecting your money. Maybe this is someone you have to travel to a lot. And with everything going on, it's getting in the way. Take what resonates. That's just what I'm picking up on. We also have some of you might be just ignoring taking care of self, period. Taking care of career. It involves also taking care of yourself, because you have to be able to get up every morning and do what you do. So self-care, I feel like, is also necessary here. But definitely the career choice that I feel that you're choosing involves a lot of love. And so therefore you need to be able to have a good open heart space, solar plex space, and communication in order to express your emotions the way you would need to for that career or that choice. Take what resonates. That may not be for everybody. Also take what resonates, what comes off the card, because maybe one of these things are for you. Maybe everything here to some degree is for you. Remember to be mindful. Okay, and I'm really feeling like root energy needs to be worked on. This red just keeps screaming at me right now. So I feel like some of you need to do some type of root chakra work and heart work. All right. So focus on healing those two areas the most. And as always, the collective gets a little tongue-tied. I've learned to just like let it go. So that's your reading, my loves. Outlook. Again, some of you may resonate with all of this. Outlook, labor, persistence, and emotions. I hope that you enjoyed this and that it was helpful and it gave you the clarity and guidance that you need. Blessings to you all. Peace, love, and light.